Welcome to Eve Singularity. This is another take on the EDENCOM stuff now that the training queue has been fixed, and I can actually log on, my guys. I'll brave the stuff I did last time. So I'll bring up multibuy. Oh, by the way, you need to be at a station with all the stuff seated, costing 100 ISK each. Just look for something in your neighborhood area. If you need to, you can always click enter, move me, and then you'll get a pop-up. Here it is, and you'll get a selection. Yeah, there's one in perimeter. One of the NPCs in perimeter has it, so you can go to Cheetah. Amar, I don't know where, but you just, yeah, find out where your stuff is. It's just locally. It'll be easy, unless, yeah, it should be easy enough for you to figure out. I'm sure you've done it before. If you haven't, welcome to it. Now then, you've got your skill queue. I've got, what I do is just I'll show information and just drag it into here of my skill queue, what I need. If you can use a notepad, you can open up notepad and do it that way. Just drag it in there so you remember what your skill queue is. I've already exported a skill queue. What I did was I put it into notepad, and then I copied it here, and then I pasted it to a new notepad, and that wouldn't have all these things here, so I could just select them all. Also, I have to add in that, you have to add in the numerical after it too, so it can understand what you're telling it. I know it's a bit annoying, but hey, they did it recently, so yay them, yay CCP. So I'll lead you through what you do when you've got my handy dandy multibuy. So these are all the skills involved. They just recently changed the name of Vorton extension to Vorton Arc extension, which kind of makes sense, but okay, we'll roll. Finance multibuy. La, 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 la. I'll do this weird buzz on you, and then you go add items. Now this character hasn't trained anything, so for EDENCOM yet, so he's fresh as far as that's concerned. It costs 100 each. Ooh, 1,300. Oh no, I'm broke. Okay, so you just select them all and you just go inject. Okay, they're all injected. You know, ugh. And this is what it's going to take forever. You go in and you copy this for the skill queue, and it's got all the numbers, right? I've been doing it on the fly, so it might be wrong, but I'll we don't really need that, but too late. No way to retroactively stop it. This is the most important. Now we've copied it. What we're going to do is replace skill queue. Make sure you got a backup of any skills you got that you started on Singularity. And now comes the wait it takes. They've removed it all, and then they start adding it one by one. So here we go. And it takes quite a long time. While that's happening, hopefully I can, no, I can't do anything with that. What I'll do is I'll buy all the stuff from my other character who's like has no skills whatsoever, but will partake in the mass test to get skills to use the Vorton stuff. So we'll open up market while the other character's training, or setting up the skill queue, which takes forever. And the new ships are in Navy faction. Oops, sorry. Navy faction. Navy faction. There's Thunderchild. Buy one of those. cruisers, faction, navy, and of course they're in the ship tree in their own faction. Ta-da! Alright, Stormbringer. Yeah, it's pretty... Don't say buy. Don't click buy one because you'll buy it from some random station in the region and you won't be at your station. So bring up the details and find your station and buy it. You normally just sort it by jumps, so there's no mistaking it. Frigates, and then faction, and then navy, and then click on there and you'll get that. I guess you won't have any problems. You won't have the problems with buy because that occurs when you go like this. I want to buy another one. It just randomly pops up like not in the station. So to be aware of that, look up market, make sure you get it right. And 511. Oopsie. No, all my offices. All right. We are good to go with that. Now let's get up the... And it's still adding to the queue. We'll get up the equipment now. And it's pretty simple. Yeah, all this stuff. Variations. They still got the wrong icon. That's pretty funny. It fooled me into thinking it was an UPWELL thing, but it's not. It's just the wrong icon. And there we go. And there we go. All that stuff. And the tuning system. And I don't think there's anything else for equipment yet. We have the... We don't get that yet. The ammo is... I forget what it is, but it's called something really weird. It's called condenser packs. It's really strange. Okay, so... Used with... Actually, what we'll do is we'll go into the guns and get the ammo that way. That's the easiest way. And I think that's about it for the stuff you can get. Hopefully I'm not wrong. And what I'll do is bring up the multibuy. I think the queue's finished. Nope, I still hear it. It's still going. Yep, it's still going. Yeah, it takes its time. It's better than doing it yourself, that's for sure. So Vorton, compact, tuning, and I'll just paste this for you guys, so you don't have to do it yourself. Whoops. Skill training completed. Hooray! It's still adding to the queue. Large. I prefer adding to the bottom. It's much easier on the on the hand-eye coordination, but when I run out of room, I'll be forced to put it up here. There we go. Icon. There we go. Good. Excellent. Used with blaster shot condenser pack. Okay. Variations. Go for the Tech 2. Used with electric punch. Strike snipe. And used with... Yeah, I know, it takes a while. Yep. Export for the win. You're very much welcome. And I don't hit any more from the other client, so I guess we've got that dealt with. And large, small tech 2 used with and we'll give 100 each of these suckers. And then we'll export that. There. That should do it nicely. Perfectamundo. 100. Whoop. Yeah, there's just frigates, destroyers, and sorry, frigates, cruisers, and battleships. Old school. All right, and copy ordered clipboard. Thank you very much. And bye. No. Yes. No, I'm broke. Go away, you silly person. Alright, so that's that. And let's go back to Shredicus. Woohoo! 37 skills! Whoop, whoop. That's done. We'll look at that queue for any mistakes I've made in the copy and paste. But first let's go into finance multibuy, because I know this one's not broke. Alright, let's see. 31 minutes. Word on operation. No, I need that for these two, so that's no problem. And frigate. Nothing looks too out of place. Yeah, it's close enough. I don't really worry about it. Kind of OCD with my cues. That it looks pretty good. There's nothing too wonky or out of place here. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Okay, that makes me happy. Good. I'll definitely recheck it with the export so it doesn't look confusing. But yeah, essentially, it'll know what you mean, even if you get the numbers wrong. So that's good for that. And that takes a total of 42 days. And I'm expecting that 2 million skill points will handle that easily. I think. Not up on my math, sorry. You guys know that by now. Okay, so this is all of it. And bye. Hooray! Voila. Mwahahaha. Stupid freaking new thing. There we go. Got rid of it. Alright. Hooray! I didn't know Fortizar's mass repackaged 80,000 cubic meters. Oops. I was trying to haul one in a DST and it just didn't like me. Where are... Oh, right. Sorry. My bad. It's in corporate deliveries. I'm like, where are the ships? Where are the ships? I didn't... What? Where are the ships? Somebody was talking about the ships in my comments. Were they just... Before I call somebody a bullshitter and delete their comments for trolling, I want to make sure I'm actually... Did I totally forget the ships, didn't I? Lol. It's like, he was wrong, you can't buy the ships. Delete. 50 minutes later, find out, yes, I just forgot to buy the ships. That rat bastard. Collapse. Ships. Standard, no. Faction, Navy. Here we go, all over again. Navy. Well, since I've showed you, I'm just going to cheat and go into ship tree and open up that and just drag them from there. That should work, hopefully. Yay. Alright, frigate. Can I drag? Yes! Cruiser, no icon, but drag. Yes! Exclamation mark, because it's so awesome, it doesn't need any icon. There we go. And copy order clipboard. Perfect. Yeah, let's double up. Go for it, baby. Skybreaker. Assemble ship. Ha, my Skybreaker. No, I want it now. Alright, so 13 minutes. I'm just not gonna do that right now. I don't have any waited. I'm not gonna make you guys wait 13 minutes. I'll just make another video later. Let's see now. So I'll paste it into this one and also add it to a new video. Once I upload it, I'll paste all this to the description. Multibuy. Buy all the stuff. There we go. Perfect. Yep, that's it. Alright, cool. So, done. And what I'll do is, now I'll go... And oh, right, the character doesn't have any money. That's too bad. Yeah. Corporate cash. How much corporate cash do I have? Self-destructing freighters. Jump freighters. 1 million. 1 million. There we go. And multi-buy. Alright, so you got a fresh character. You need your stuff. We'll add this. And while we're here, we'll just add the skills too.
Skill training completed.
It's so fun to hear those sounds now because it takes weeks to train when you're high level. But it's such a great sound. That's why I love being a new player, because every like 10 minutes you're like, new skill, woohoo! Yeah, no, it's only level 1. Yeah, that's why I love mentoring, because it allows me to get the joy of, feel the joy of, or at least, you know, remember the joy of being a new player again, you know? Just, oh my god, what the hell does this do? And what's the next step? What the hell am I doing now? And I should do it, buy all that. Excellent. So, bam, just done right there. Everything's bought. And then I have the skill queue, which I'm going to check right now for errors. Sorry, you'll just have to humor me. Who was doing it? That was Reticus, right? So I'll bring you up, buddy. Alright. Excuse me, I'm just going to use my fingers so you won't be able to see the cursor, but I'm going to follow it. So EDENCOM frigate 2, 1, yeah, 2, yep. Vorton Projector 2, Arc Extension 2, Vorton Projection 3, perfect. Yeah, EDENCOM 3, Cruiser 1, Projector 1 and 2, that's cool. Yeah, it looks good. EDENCOM Cruiser 2, excellent. Vorton Projector Extension, good. EDENCOM is in it, yeah. Projector 4, and then power application. There we go, perfect. Halfway through. Power application, EDENCOM battleship 1. Application 2, right? And then level 5, and then Vorton Projector 1, and an Arc Guidance 2, large Projector 2, good. Arc and Application, good. Vorton Projector, yeah, good. 3, good. 4, good. Because it'll correct any of your mistakes, and I make a lot of mistakes. And there we go. Okay, we're good. So let's get that up. Good. Awesome. And go to freak. Open up skill queue. And I don't think I have any skill, and I probably won't be able to train at the irony. I won't be able to train because I most likely did not. I've got multi-character training for this account, but I think that was before the mirror, so I think I'll be out of luck here. Cross my fingers, but I think it might allow me to add. Why? Oh, huh. Noob. Of course, the skills are always at the bottom. Inject skills. Woohoo! A spam. Off. You'll still get the... There's no way to stop it. It's like a tidal wave. No! No! I might actually be able to fly the ship by the time this ends. You all done? Good. Alright, here we go. Yes! Ha ha ha! Multi-character training on. Woo! Perfect. There we go. So it's adding perfectly. That's great. So that's all you do. I'll add descriptions for the timestamp to just get you here real quick. So that should be simplistic for you guys. Everything's done. Lots of fun. Play around with that, and of course take part of the mass test. Use that move me to get to wherever they're going to be. I don't want to click on my launcher because it'll show you my account names, which I don't want anybody to know. Sorry, but yeah, I've got videos on how to, so just check that out. It'll be easy enough to look for that in the playlist. Thank God I make playlists. Yeah, that'll take forever. Have I trained a skill yet? Come on. 7 minutes. Ah! Come on, my other guy. Did you train? Are you able to fly anything? Sexy. Pardot. Huzzah! Gimme, 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 gimme. Multibuy. Now there was a commenter on, I forget your name, sorry, but my last video, and he talked about the ins and outs he's discovered of the ships, and it looks like, unfortunately, that if you use the battleship sized weapon on a ship, I maybe have read it wrong, but you can only use it against large ships, and it'll only arc to large ships, which is dumb as hell. But maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe it's got the same damage radius signature, but it might literally not arc to smaller targets, which totally sucks. But it might be useful. These might be very useful ships against a close packed people like Jita holding. But of course, which will force them to counter with tactics of their own. But it might be a hard counter to that blob, mini blob, for sure. It won't save many people in the short term, but it should be a good opportunity to counter the mass destruction of so many UPWELLs recently and in the past. They hit my area, which was quite shocking. Adapt or die, basically. Luckily, I'd had the forethought to do something right, because they hadn't targeted my Astra houses, and I put that down to my alliance, so I'm not crediting myself in any way. I made myself a hardest target I could, but I think it was because of my alliance, and that I'm old, and that I didn't look like I was a solo PvP player with no people to call upon. So that could have helped. But yeah, I don't credit it at all to my Astra House fit at all. They've hit harder targets than that, so I'm not going to be conceited to think that. But yeah, thank God we have this counter now. That's going to be awesome against blobs. It's so cool. But it's only 5 targets though, up to 5. Wait a minute. I was looking at the frigate. Could be talking out my arse. Is it still 5 for the large as well? Arc chain, yes, it's just 5. So, alright, cross the board. I wasn't misleading you. Excellent. At long last. He boards the ship. Woohoo! So, can I board this one? Please, please, please. Yes! Ta-da! This is what it looks like. Cool. Looks like sort of like Darth Vader's TIE fighter. Kind of. I always enjoy making myself look like an idiot. No, not even close. I'm an idiot. Oh well, it's something. It reminds me of something. And I'm gonna have to wait a bit till that. Alright, so here's the ship, medium. And let's just plunk in. I can't do Tech 2 yet, but I can definitely do scoped. Let's do definitely scoped, because that's longer range. And I've only got 1 high slot for turret. I'm assuming on each of the ships, and that's probably consistent with this as well. Zoom to 8. $90 kilometers targeting range. Nice. Thank you. Alright, so I don't think there's any rigs for that, is there? There might be. And I want to try the tracking computer too as well, because I was talking about that last video. So we're going to use because I've forgotten already, the compare tool, and we're going to drag the mediums Thank you. Electric punch, medium. I've already got this. That condenser pack. That sounds so funny. There. There. And so I already got that. Okay, cool. And tuning system is for what? Rate of fire, but no. Okay, no range. All right, fair enough. I'm just gonna plug those in because why the hell not, right? Cool. And then hardware modules to go. Tracking computers. Just go all the way silly. Now, of course, we're gonna get like an inch extra with this one. Optimum range 51. Uh-oh. Okay then, so we've got that answered. I was right. There is, because this affects it, I think the mechanic fails because it wants to do tracking speed and optimal, and even with a script for optimal range, I think the mechanic is still failing for this because it's not the attributes it's pointing at, I think. So just because this is optimal range here does not mean that's the attribute it's trying to bonus. That's my mindset when I was thinking of that last. So let's try it. Oh, watch me be wrong. Nope, I'm right. Okay, so tracking computer's useless for this. So let's get rid of that. So what would you put into the mids? It would basically, like they said, a shield tank. So it would basically be, you know, prop mod and shield tank. Because there would be no damage ability on that. Unless you wanted to go for drone stuff. But since you don't have any drones, I got 0 drones. The battleship has 25 bandwidth and 25 that. But looks like the ship itself with the lower classes does not have any drones. Yes. Okay, so the only one to have drones is the battleship, and it's only got 25. So 5 lights. Or, you know, some weird combination. Okay, let's go for explosion velocity, that, and range, capacitor need. Range bonus. And we want to use, for the best range, of course, this is Tech 2, but I can't use it yet. So I could use the faction, but I'm not going to because it's a new thing, and buying faction right when it comes out, you might as well shoot yourself in the foot economically. So SlamBolt Condenser Pack and Menstrual Flux, and that's EM damage or kinetic I can choose. So I'd probably go for that one, just because if we're going up against nesters and Lashaks, you know, they'll have natural resist against EM. That's better, correct? You never know, though. Nester, Lashak. Quickly check that. I'm pretty sure kinetic's going to be the best, but I just want to make sure. Sometimes you'd be surprised. I think it's the Tech 2 stuff that have some weird resistance holes that you'd otherwise not expect, counterintuitively. Yeah, of course. So, good. And same thing, I'm assuming. Yep, awesome. So, kinetic. It'd be nice if there was explosive, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. The rigs. Now, since the tracking computers didn't work, we're going to assume that if we try the Okay then. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get anywhere with this. Is it energy? No, we're going to assuming this is just not going to work at all. I forget the meaning for the CPQ fall off bonus. There is no fall off. Optional range. Yeah, I'm going to assume that it's not going to... This is just going to be completely useless for this because tracking computers, right? Ooh. No. Yes? Okay, wait. Okay, that's just because of the ammo. Okay, calm down. Take a deep breath. Don't get excited. Damn it. False positive. Okay, so absolutely no effect for rigs yet. They'll probably make rigs for it, I'm assuming. But not right now. Or maybe they just won't. Like, they just don't have Tech 2 salvage drones or Tech 2 Bastion. Or I'll stop now because I go in a huge rant. Or Tech 2 ECM drones. Uh-oh. Here I go. So yeah, it'd probably be shield rigs. But we got a lot of CPU left, actually. So we definitely want... Because we're going up against nesters and... We got 77 range. We'd be outside of the range of their drones, but not bouncers. So the last thing we'd want to do is have a micro warp drive, which blooms our signature. That would be bad. So we can... No, we can't. I'm just... Hull restrictions. That'd be awesome if I had a micro jump drive, but no, that's not right. Damn it. Excited again for no reason. Alright, so how are we looking? We're looking great. Okay, so propulsion's taken care of, and we go immediately to shield howitzer. Of course, we're doing stable for... We only have one gun, for Christ's sake, and it fires every... idiotically. How much? Every 6 seconds? Still? Rate of fire. 6 seconds, yeah. Wow. Crazed. So at that range, we could have skimmies, but I'd rather have as many of these as possible. So that would be local tank, and they'd have bouncers, curators. So they basically tailor it. What we want to do is fill out the holes. We got a pretty good balance right here, actually. I'm pretty happy. So they would most likely... We're running out of... If we're gonna go that way, we'd have to go ancillary. And it would probably work if we go that route, because what we're trying to do is do damage to them and panic them. This would definitely pressure a multi-boxer to the max. He would have to use... Yeah, it would just... This is very much putting pressure on the tactics they use, which is cap boosters and no energy transfers, just full-on remote repping, spider tanking. So boosters, cap boosters, and spider tanking. And doing this would pressure definitely them. Now, it would be nice if it would kill them en masse, and that would be the battleship level, hopefully. But we'll definitely test that for sure. You know? Does the damage weaken as each link of the chain? Does it weaken in damage? Like one would expect playing like Diablo or something? Or any of those magic-based games? It could be similar to the Doomsday, but I've never seen the Doomsday operation. So I wouldn't No. But one can make some fairly educated guesses, right? Of the potential. So we're definitely going to have to. Can we fit a large? Yeah, we can definitely fit a large, and then we've got enough CPU for extra stuff. We definitely want to go rigs for shield to up the resistances, and we'll definitely go with, because they're going to be expensive ships, we're going, and the EM, the shield rigs are the cheapest of the lot of all the types of stuff. So EM and thermal, 55 blanket, that's cool. All right, and then we'll do the one that boosts the active tanking. I always forget which one it is. I'm not called alright. So 121. That feels good. Alright, let's do it that way. And charges, of course, for that. And the least possible. If you've never understood this kind of thing, it doesn't matter. This will be no. I don't know why they wanted give you an option of larger. Maybe it's because if you have it and you salvage it, or you grab it from a wreck and stuff it in there, you're able to use it. But otherwise, always go for the smallest. And how many do I get? I get 9, and every 3.2 seconds. So that's going to be 27, like half a minute of boosting, and then I'll have to recharge. So yeah, I mean, it might be a bit tricky, but we'll see. These are going to be expensive ships, and you'd probably want to be cap stable, and that means reducing the cap stability. I mean the resistances percentage for cap stability. So that's a trade-off we'll have to look at later. But for now, go away. I'll definitely want to boost amplifier. 90. And then resistances, of course. And I'll definitely want to go for Omni. The new Multispectrum. Can I get away with it? With CPU? Probably not. Oh, look at that. Damn. $70, $70, $75, and $75. It's going to be an expensive ship, so is it worth it? Oops. She'll boost. CPU. See, I don't want the CPU. The CPU is going to kill me, so. Okay then. Yeah, alright. What do we got? Glycerin, Stalwart. Those are really expensive though, Stalwart. Copasetic. It's going to be an expensive ship. And this is, yeah, so we're going to go for that. Because, yeah, that'll get me 15 extra. 17. Okay, I'll get 17 extra to play with. That might, I've got 200 power, it might get me a large cap battery, and I could drop the, yeah, let's see. Come on. Let's see if I can get it. Capacitor battery large. Of course, 2, but the Republic should, yeah, see, it's 2. Damn it. Well, I'll get a medium shield. That would cut down the... Okay, so we're just going to go with the... we'll go with Republic Fleet and hope that by going down to medium booster. So 158. Down to... Let's start with this. Down to that. So I get 2936, perfect. And ouch. So that's 1/3 of the hit point boost. But it'll be good for 25. So they won't care after. They'll blow up the... If it's going to be anything, it's going to be 15 minutes. So that's good. So the only real blingy thing is the Copasetic and the Republic Fleet. And it's 70%. That's reasonably good. And against massed sentry guns, that will probably miss a lot because you don't have the signature radius. It's not bad. We don't have shield extenders, which would increase that further. So we've got the speed, 645. Won't know what the transversal is yet at range of 70 kilometers. That'll be outside most people's unboosted drone control range. I think it's 60. Yeah, it's 60. So as long as you pass 60, you should be fine. But they've probably got... They might have drone range in the... No, they'd have to have it in the high slot. For no. Yeah, they would, because you couldn't... Even if you could target them... Could you use it? You know what? It's been a while since I did sentry drones. I really need to look into that big time. That's another to-do list. Bloody hell. On my freaking long to-do list. Let's get it down there so I don't forget. Freaking hell. Sentry gun max range is control or targeting. Hopefully I understand what the hell I just said and translate that into a test. Alright, so yeah, that would be my counter to spider tanking battleships. I ideally want to have battleships of my own. And that would be awesome. But of course, if you bring battleships and you're at war with somebody, they could simply get you. Yeah, that would be an expensive loss. So yeah, I think by using this tactic, you could put pressure on them. The damage per second is shite though. Look at that. My skills are low, but that's not looking exciting. Right there. That's not looking exciting at all. That looks horrible actually. If you had 5 of the ships and if you didn't lose any damage between shots, between chain arcs, that would be 5 ships, 250 damage per second, applying to everybody. That would be, and they only have cap boosters, and you would be stable. So you could definitely you could build up some massive problems for spider tankers using cap boosters and spider tank only. You definitely cause some huge problems. Yeah, and then they'd have to counter by probably using energy transfers, and then you would the problem they couldn't do that. The reason they don't do that is because the UPWELLs they're attacking might have ECM on them, and that would supremely screw them up. And that's probably why they went that way. So yeah, until I've got all my guys trained up tomorrow with the 2 million skill points, I'm gonna chill my jets and cool my jets. Chill my jets. Make like a tree and take off. Yeah. I'll sort that out. I'll probably switch my skill queue to medium tech 2 guns and just ignore the battleship and just go practical. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah. Anyways, that should be it. For that, I think. Yeah. Anyways, have fun. Do go to the mass test tomorrow. I think it'll be well worth the time if you're interested in these ships.